3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This one taken from the 7. There's the stiff arm. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 1st and 10, Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. He's got that one complete to Eddie Royal. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Baker in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Third down, still 14 yards left. Out of the gun, Stafford. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time. But...
yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And he'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going. It's Winston. And this is caught by Jackson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the 1st quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Play clock winding down. On 1st and 10, Winston gets it to the rookie from Penn State. It's Chris Godwin. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. First down, Winston. There he goes inside the 30. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. A first down throw for Winston. Evans has it left side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Jameis again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Third and short yardage, Winston. And he's got it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They go back to Reddick. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a play fake here on first down. This one complete to Theo Reddick. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 34 yards there and a first down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
All right, partner, count with me. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Look, he had all day to throw the football and never got rid of it and allowed for the sack. That's not on the offensive line.
Shift together here from the D-line. To throw on second down is Stafford. Fells has it left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still third down.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Royal making the catch over the middle. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. It's the Chiefs that have jumped out to the early lead against the Raiders. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the play.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Still for, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Whoa. Bad move. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. On the ground, it's Riddick. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, I'll worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Stafford. This is screen to Abdullah. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
They'll come up now with a clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. Jameis now on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Evans. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. And they've got it here with a first down. From the gun, Winston. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A good pickup there at 22. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Looking left sideline. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the best rivalries going. We'll have the Ravens and Steelers for you at 8:30 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday night, another divisional matchup. This time it's the Pats heading down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Nice twofer there.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe-tapping and dragging to make sure.
Theo Riddick, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Theo Riddick with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38. Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Evans. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. In the red zone this time. From the red zone now, Winston. This is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
There's Stafford. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Stafford finding his big tight end Ebron for a Lion first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here's Riddick. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push him back more. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. but it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost, but this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I know it's a cliche, and coaches always talk about it's a team game. We need all 11 to win. But let's face it, Detroit really needs Amir Abdullah to have runs like that all season long.
Missed a lot of time with injuries, especially recently. Now, Theo Riddick wound up leading the Lions in rushing last year with just 357 yards. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On second down, here's Stafford. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Winston now to throw on first down. Wide open receiver complete. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Looking to throw on second down. Stafford throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Third and 2, Stafford. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina. And the Panthers looking pretty good. Their lead growing even further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. A reminder with halftime approaching, when we get there, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
And I hope he's iced down his throat.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now Jameis on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On third down, Winston. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big gain of 38 there on third down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. To the air again with Winston. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd and short.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offensive coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. To throw on 2nd down. Stafford. Ebron's got it. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. And Tate's got it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Evans has it left side. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Open man has got one. It's complete. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kerry Hyder, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Second down, Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Evans. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Winston from the gun on third down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Jameis to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Winston. Open man, it's Stacker. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And now Winston wants to talk this one over as they'll take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Jameis again. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. One receiver to the left is Evans. They'll throw again. Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Here's Winston. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And the lead is now 24. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
This one taken from the 7. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 3rd down, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win 1 every now and then.
Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the gun, Winston. Throw left side complete. It's Evans. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They're indeed going. It's Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. To throw, Winston. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. 3rd down here. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. Well, no second-guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. A first down throw for Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And now a first down following that long gain. From the red zone now, Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Again, it's Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. Jameis now on first down. The quick slant caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. On for the extra point is Folk. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
It only took Stafford 90 games to hit 25,000 yards in his career, fastest ever, and he adds to that yardage total there.
I'm not sure anyone in the league has a more confident arm than Matthew Stafford does. He can wait until they're actually open before delivering, as opposed to anticipating them being open because of the strength of his arm, and he doesn't mind showing it off. Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon, and that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Ebron caught left side, and he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now Riddick. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now second and goal. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in. And now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
Second and goal from the 1. Riddick with a carry. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on third and goal. They run. Abdullah. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Theo Riddick with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Howard has the first down and then some. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Winston now from the 50. He finds his target. It's Evans. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Jameis on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Complete. He finds Blake. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, good. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Theo Riddick with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I
there?
didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. Third time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Winston now to throw on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
For plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Winston. And that is incomplete. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we get back. On first down, it's Stafford. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, two-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And there's Golden Tate doing exactly what he does well. Extra yards after the catch.
Exactly. To your point, among wide receivers, no one had more yards after the catch than Tate last year at 635. On second down, here's Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Now Stafford. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Robert Ayers in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough third and goal forthcoming. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. So now here come the Lions up to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And this does not end well as he's going to be out of bounds here at his own 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They're looking to throw this. Winston. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Winston to throw. And he fires one incomplete. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target. That'll bring up second down. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Jameis to throw it. And he comes back with one complete. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's Winston. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the rookie from Florida, Tease Tabor. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Back to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll look to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chris Baker in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. The Lions on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Can't fault the offensive line for that incompletion at all. He had all day to throw the football. Their alarm clocks went off early today, didn't they?
Absolutely they did. He was surveying, finally let it go, but incomplete. On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati, and the gap in that one has widened. The Bears have scored again. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. So now then, it's a big kick there to get this game back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal can still do you in.
Brandon, we're going to see right here. I would expect that after the kickoff, this offense is going to come out throwing. So those first few plays are going to be the key.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Winston. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Winston. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them. Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're...
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Ebron's got it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.